Scott Paris is being recognized by Dignity Health as their Acts of Human Kindness recipient. During the tragic wildfires that took place recently, Scott Paris, he happens to be the owner of High Hand Nursery, he went into action without any hesitation to help those affected by the fires. Dignity Health believes humanity holds the power to heal, and we believe Scott did exactly that.
Well, it's pretty hard to deny what was going on. You know, there's a fire, and I think it's very simple just to change the channel. You have a lot of people that within minutes lost everything. Homes, schools, jobs, businesses, everything. So now what? I just got in a truck and drove. And out of the simple needs of people, it grew. I learned early on that one size didn't fit all. You couldn't go in and just hand out $50 bills to everybody and have that fix a problem. It didn't work that way. I went in and started asking questions at the Walmart parking lot. What do you need to leave here? Why are you here? What do you need to leave here? And so when I came across someone that says, yes, I have a place to go, I need a battery, I need a set of tires, all the fluids in my vehicle boiled because I drove through the fire. When I came across that person, I just solved that problem. Go get a battery. Here's a gift card to Walmart, and I will meet you over at that gas station. And where are we going? Well, we're going to Modesto. Okay, here's $200 in cash, and here's another $100 in gas. And you watch them drive away. I never figured that we could solve everybody's problem completely, but we can certainly be there to help along the way. I would walk up to people and say, my name's Scott, I'm here to help you. What is your biggest worry right now? Because that question connected to an emotion. And when your emotions are so high and vibrating with all kinds of thoughts rolling through your mind, people were usually able to tell me, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about getting food for my child. I'm worried about the rain coming up. I need a tarp for my tent. We weren't helping people just to help people. We were trying to, and are trying to, assist in ways to where they can move on and not have to circle back around for more help. There's been a lot of people that have donated money to High Hand, to Scott, to make this work happen. And without those partners, this doesn't happen. All I did was triage a situation, figure out what they need, and resolve it, and do it in a timely, orderly manner so that suffering can stop. It's, I guess, what an emergency room doctor does. And I've always felt that if you have the ability to fix a problem and you don't, shame on you, period. We were able to adopt a town and provide food, because when people scattered from this fire, they scattered in a 360. They didn't just scatter into Chico. They went everywhere. So there was all these people stuck out in places. Sterling City didn't burn down, but they didn't have power, they didn't have water, they didn't have heat, they don't have jobs. They don't have anything. We've been able to feed people fresh food, fresh produce, fresh dairy, and meat for less than $1 a person. We're feeding 600 people a day sometimes. My focus is making sure that we can get Magalia through the winter, that we can get them to the spring, and then we can look beyond. I just feel very, very blessed and very humbled that there are a lot of people that came forward when I asked. So it was just this wave of needs, highs and lows, sadness, an incredible amount of sadness along the way. Occasionally you came across somebody that didn't want to help themselves, and that frustrated me. And you try and you try and you try, but you can only do so much. You know, you can only help those who want to help themselves. Without my partners, without the people that have very graciously and kindly given donations so that I can go up and apply a little triage to these situations, none of this would have happened. None of it, at all. Beyond a reasonable doubt and a moral certainty, nothing would happen. I didn't have the finances to do it on my own. I had the wherewithal, And I'm lucky enough to have an occupation that gave me some time to do that. And I'm so lucky to have a wonderful staff here at High Hand that's been able to help receive a lot of this. It's been hard. It's been hard to see all that, you know. It's pretty easy when, you know, Katrina comes in, you just see the flooding. World Trade Center, you can change the channel, you know. Tornadoes, disasters, Santa Rosa, Malibu. But I think until you wade into it, you really don't understand the magnitude of what real suffering is. You have no clue. And I think that's what's changed me, is my perception of what the suffering that people have gone through when they go through something like this is devastating. This little girl walked up to me here in the fruit sheds, and the father kept saying, "There he is, go to him, don't be scared." And she had a little purse in her hand like this, and she was shaking, just shaking. And I didn't know what was going on. And I knelt down to get eye to eye with her, and I said, "Can I help you? My name's Scott." And she said, "I want to give you a donation for what you're doing for the people in Paradise." And she opened her purse and dumped 87 cents in my hand. Why can't we all do that? Why can't we all just kind of ask, what do we need right now during this moment when your neighbors are burning down? What do you really need? And I think people should ask themselves that sometimes.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.